When I was a student, there was something I used to do. I used to print posters for my business. Like I'll put pictures of what I sell and all of that, and I will go around and paste it on people's room doors. Make your store aesthetically pleasing. Your store should not be looking like a shrine or like a place where they perform sacrifice. Like if you look at it, you'll see that marketing is the crux of human existence, because we're all trying to sell something, either knowingly or unknowingly. And you may be wondering, like, what is this girl talking about? I don't sell bags, I don't sell shoes, I don't offer any service. You may not be selling any of this. It may be that you are trying to sell yourself. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lois Adama. I film about faith, business and finance and personal development. If you're looking to become the best version of yourself, then this is the right place for you. So I'm going to be getting right into the tea of the video, and I'm going to be sharing tips on how you can market yourself and become sold out, on how you can create an impression in people's minds, and how you can understand the psychology of marketing in order to sell yourself to the maximum level. So first of all, I'm going to be talking about consistency, guys. Like in whatever you do, in anything you do, you need to show up. Like you need to keep showing up, because the more consistent you are, the more you create an impression in people's minds, such that when your name is called, there is a particular idea that comes to your mind. So now I just want you to do a little exercise, like take 2 minutes and pause. You can ask like 2 to 3 people around you and tell them that when they hear your name, like what comes to mind. From there, whatever answer they give you, if the answer is consistent within the people you've asked, then you know that that is what you have actually been marketing subconsciously, if you haven't been conscious about it. So it is important for you to be consistent with your marketing. And if what you are trying to market is not part of what people are saying comes to their mind when your name is called, then you know that you are not doing enough. I mean, guys, look at those big brands, look at those international brands. Like they're the ones that advertise the most. Like they already have the audience, they already have the market, but they keep marketing, they keep advertising. Like personally, there is a particular snack that when they started newly, like there was a lot of adverts. Like they still do a lot of adverts now, but it seems like as at that time when they just started, the advert was like, it was a lot, like it was way more than it is even now. And the first time I tried that snack, I tried it because I had seen it being advertised several times, and I was like, okay, this thing that they are always like putting in my face on the TV, everywhere, social media, like the advert is just everywhere, let me try it out. And sincerely speaking, when I tried it out, I did not enjoy it. But guys, guess what? Because I kept seeing them, like they were everywhere, I kept trying it out till the point that I started liking it. Like, I mean, you can literally even call it jazz. That's what consistency does for you. Like, always be in people's faces. Don't allow them breathe. Do not allow them breathe. Like, market yourself shamelessly, such that when they say, oh, I'm looking for someone that offers this service, you are the first person that comes to mind. Oh, I'm looking for someone to employ that has this skill, you are the first person that comes to this mind. Oh, I'm looking for so and so products, you're the first person that comes to mind. So if you are not in a place where people think about you when a particular thing is being called, when what you are trying to market is being called, honestly speaking, you are not doing enough, and you should begin to do better. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is focusing on catching people's attention. Like you really need to understand how the human mind works. You need to understand how people's attention works. And right now, because of a high level of infiltration of the media space, people's attention span has been cut short. So you need to come up with things that will catch their attention, and not just catch their attention, but retain their attention as well. So let's say, for instance, you're a YouTuber. You know that the things that will help you catch people's attention is things like your thumbnail. Like it should be attractive in such a way that when people see it, they'll be like, oh my god, this looks so interesting, let me see what this person has to say. Things like your intro, the way you talk, the way you're able to connect with your audience and all of that, very important, right? And then we also talk about things like the kind of visuals you use. Like use brighter colors, things that will make people stop and be like, okay, what does this person has to say? You can incorporate humor into your video such that it sticks into your head, right? It just reminds me of Indomie's adverts while I was way younger. That mama do good, oh you do good. Like it was, everybody was singing it, everybody was so excited about it, and trust me, like that would have gone a long way in helping them to market their brand further. And then let's say, for instance, even like your packaging, right, can make it so attractive and And these things, like, it doesn't even have to be so expensive. It's just for you to know your way around, right? Like, make it in such a way that people would want to pause and be like, okay, this is different, like this is catching my attention. Like, pay attention to all those things. Is very important. If you also have a physical store, like, you make your store aesthetically pleasing. Your store should not be looking like a shrine or like a place where they perform sacrifice. Like, make it presentable, make it in such a way that when people enter, they would want to, okay, like, you would create an impression in their minds, because it is different from what they see in other places. I'm going to give you like a practical example. There is a pharmacy that I started patronizing at some point where I was staying before, and what actually really drew me to them were, it was like their lighting, the aesthetics and everything. It just made me, it just gave this like cozy and warm feeling, right? So the way you present yourself is very important in retaining people's attention and also catching their attention as well. When you're talking about making videos, you use sounds that are trendy, you should use sounds that people enjoy. Because like personally, what makes me watch some videos till the end is the song that is playing. Like, it's because I'm actually enjoying the song that is playing in the background. So it's very important for you to know what, like, take your time to study the things that catch people's attention and the things that you need to do to retain their attention as well. Because trust me, like, there is a lot of content going around. Like, there are just so many brands, there are so many things everywhere, so you need to go the extra mile to actually really get people's attention. And when you are able to get that attention, that's the kind of marketing that actually really works. So now I'm going to be talking about the power of influence, right? Like, I know what to come to your mind is like influencer marketing and all of that. Yes, that is part of it. Like, using people that have audience and people that trust to actually market your products, to market your services, to market your brands. Like, it builds a sort of credibility around your brand, especially when you are able to afford more than one, because it still does the same things. More like, oh, you open this video, you're watching this content creator, they're talking about this product, you go to the next one, the person is talking about the same product, and then just like, okay, I'm seeing this everywhere. It builds credibility, it creates an impression in the subconscious mind of your audience. And I'm also going to be talking about the fact that, like, the more influence you have, the more possibility of you having more influence. I don't know if you get what I'm talking about. I'm going to be using social media for an example. Let's say there is a creator that has like 5,000 followers and another that has 100k followers. Like, the person who has 100k followers has more probability and has more chances of growing even faster. So, like, you see why you really need to fight for influence. You need to be in people's faces, because the more people you are able to drag and attract, the more probability of you attracting even way more. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about creating an impression in people's subconscious minds. Guys, that is the marketing that works. I'm telling you, like, the marketing that works is not always the one where you go to meet them and you're like, okay, you go to meet the person one-on-one and you're like, oh, I sell this product, I offer this service, this is what I do, I have this skill. Like, it's what really sticks is the one that you create in people's subconscious minds. It's more like you are doing it indirectly. You are not telling people directly, but you are creating an impression, right? And like I said earlier on, like, those biggest brands, that's why I see them, they're always doing adverts, they're always in people's faces, because they want to create an impression in your subconscious mind, such that if they wake you up from your sleep and they ask you who does this thing, who offers this product, like, they want to, everybody is fighting to be the first person you will call. You need to create that impression. And that's why you see brands spending a lot on billboards. Guys, it's not for fancy. That's driving on the road or walking on the road and you seeing it on the billboard. Trust me, if you go to the market tomorrow or you go to the supermarket to purchase something, there is a higher likelihood of you purchasing the one that you just subconsciously saw. Like, your eye just saw the billboard on the road. And if you're a small business, you may be saying, what is this girl talking about? Like, I don't have money for billboards and all of that. You have posters, you can print posters, paste it on walls, paste it around. Like, I can remember when I was a student, there was something I used to do. I used to print posters for my business. Like, I'll put pictures of what I sell and all of that, and I will go around and paste it on people's room doors. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So when you're entering your room, you're seeing it. Like, you may not have need for it as at that time, but eventually, like, when you now have need for it, you would remember me. That's why you should also print out business cards, right, and give to people. Because, like, if you give me your business card and I keep it in my purse or I keep it on my makeup table, like, I would always be seeing it. And when I need your products, you are most likely the person I will end up patronizing, because you've created an impression in my subconscious mind. We also come to the use of social media like what I said earlier on, consistency. Like when you keep showing up, you keep posting content, you are creating an impression in people's subconscious minds. If you go around, I'm going to use an example of Lush hair now. When you go to the market, you see certain shops painted with Lush hair. Like there are other brands as well. Like you will see them painting buildings with their posters and their logos and all of that. All those things are intentional. It's not for fancy. It's to create an impression in your subconscious mind. And there's something I've been seeing a lot of entrepreneurs do these days. Like maybe they'll run sales and then they'll put an extra gift and all of that. See, guys, when I want to give you an extra tip, if at all you feel like you have what it takes to invest in giving your customers free gifts for patronizing you, please make sure you brand those products so that anytime they carry those products, your brand comes to mind. If they are pens, you can brand those pens. Like rather than just giving earrings that you can't customize, go for things that you can customize so that you just create an impression in these people's minds. Like there is a particular transport company or logistics company that I patronize, and anytime you patronize them, they would give you a free gift box for the first time you patronize them, and their name is Top Ship. I mean, let me just put it out there. See, these people gave me a customized t-shirt, they gave me a customized water bottle. Like everything has their name on it. I can never forget Top Ship. I can never ever forget Top Ship. And as things stand today, if tomorrow I want to go back into business, they're most likely the logistic company I'm going to use, because they have just created an impression in my mind. If you know you want to retain people's attention, never joke with quality. Quality is very important, because no matter what you do, no matter the adverts you do, no matter how much you put yourself in people's faces and all, if you don't give quality, nobody would come back. Like you would only be having one-time customers. So you need to make it worth it. You need to make the people's experience worth it. Like for instance, now the example I gave about like YouTube using a catchy thumbnail and all of that, like no matter how catchy your thumbnail is, if people open your video and you are not giving out value, best believe nobody is going to watch your video. They are just going to like log out of it as fast as possible. So it is very important for you to give out quality and maintain quality, because a lot of people start out well, but eventually along the line they are unable to maintain that quality. So it's also important for you to learn how to maintain quality. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you've tried out any of these tips. Let me know which one stood out the most to you. Don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe to my channel. Until the next one, bye.